Hi, and welcome back to my top 7s of 2014. In this one, I will be going over my favorite cartoon episodes of 2014. I tend to watch a lot of cartoon shows, but there are certain episodes and certain shows that just really stand out to me. So this list may be a good introduction to some of those shows if you haven't seen them. Also, I haven't been keeping up with every cartoon this year, so there are going to be some things missing, like Legend of Korra. I haven't watched that this year, so that's not going to be on the list. So let's start off with number 7. The Void, from Wander Over Yonder. This is an episode where Sylvie and Wander wander into a void-like area in space. And it turns out in this void area that Wander can imagine anything, and it comes to life. But Sylvia wants to get out of the void, but Wander is too busy being imaginative. So there's a conflict between Sylvie and Wander for, I think, one of the first times. And there's also a really great song in this episode. At number 6, I have Clarences Millions. In this episode of Clarence makes Clarence dollars that he gives to all of the kids in his school, just to make them feel special and feel like they have something. But then it sort of gets out of hand and becomes this mini version of inflation. This is one of the smarter episodes of a very silly show. At number 5, I have Garnets Universe. I could have picked any episode of Steven Universe and I would have accepted it on my list, but I chose this one because it's a reference to anime. And not only anime, but like video games too. I just thought it was really cool. It may not be as great as the other episodes of the show, but it's just a really cool reference to all things anime and games. At number 4, I have I Like You High from Regular Show. This is the episode where Mordecai and CJ finally actually get together because of a misunderstood text message. And in this episode, Rigby is actually helping Mordecai to not pull a Mordecai, so there won't be any misunderstanding. At number 3, I have Pinkie Pride from My Little Pony. This was my favorite episode of Season 4 and one of my favorite episodes of the show, mainly for the fact that it has a lot of great music in it. And Weird Al's guest appearance was incredibly fun. At number 2, I have The Shell from The Amazing World of Gumball. In this episode, we actually get to see what Penny looks like without her shell, which I think a lot of people didn't even know that was like a shell, or what Penny actually was. But in this episode, we actually get to find out that she's a shapeshifter, and Gumball actually tells Penny how he really feels about her. Also, I just noticed a lot of my favorite episodes this year have to deal with dating. Which brings me to number 1, Seuss and the Real Girl from Gravity Falls. Not only is this an excellent episode of Gravity Falls with some great humor, but it also has some great pixel art. And even though Giffany didn't quite make it to my favorite animated characters list, she's still really great. And Seuss does end up getting a real date anyway. This episode was just incredibly fun and satisfying. So those were my top 7 favorite cartoon episodes of 2014. Tell me your favorites down in the comments. And next time, we're moving on to movies. See you next time. Bye. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it. And be sure to subscribe for videos I upload every week. And if you're feeling really generous, check out my Patreon page. And as always, thank you for watching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to save.